Good morning, children. Now we have finished term 2. We are going to start the new term 3, lesson 1. That is an Earth Day carol. Now, do you when Earth Day is celebrated and why is celebrated? Earth Day is celebrated on April 22nd. And why is it celebrated? We want to save Earth. Earth is a planet. We want to save it from all kinds of pollutions. And we want to keep it safe for the next generation. When you all become big, when you all grow up, when you all marry, when you all get children, our earth must be safe, isn't it? You need it for the future generations. So why is it important to save our earth? That is coming across in this chapter. Now we can see some famous personalities, how they worked to protect and to save our planet and living things on it. Work in groups of 4. Match these 4 environmentalists to their areas of work. Write the correct letters. Now the first picture shows Rajendra Singh. Now who was he? He was the conservation of groundwater. He was interested in saving the groundwater. Groundwater is the water that comes from the ground. Our well water, to protect the well water. Second one is Jadav Payeng. He was interested in the conservation and creation of forests. That is, mostly nowadays all the trees and all the forests are being cut down and more and more buildings are coming up, isn't it? So to save the forest and to create more forests, he is the one working for it. Third one, Shevang Norfel. Shevang Norfel is the conservation and creation of artificial glaciers. You know, glaciers are very big pieces of ice found in the cold countries, isn't it? And now this ice, this glacier, you know, it is a moving piece of ice. It moves very slowly. So he is going to prevent or conserve the artificial glaciers, man-made. Then last one is Romulus Whittaker. He is the one who is interested in the conservation of reptiles and amphibians. You know, reptiles are crawling insects, and amphibians, both they are able to live on land and in water. So these are some of the 4 famous people. Now we continue our lesson. Now it is a play inspired by Charles Dickens' famous book, A Christmas Carol. Yes, Christmas Carol is a storybook written by one of the famous writers, Charles Dickens. Now this is, after reading this book, A Christmas Carol, this author, that is Paula Thomas, she just wrote a story. It reminds us that we are responsible for the damage we are causing to the environment. Hence, it is our duty to clean up the mess. Mess means the dirt that we make. Our surroundings, don't you clean your surroundings? Don't you clean your home? Don't you keep it clean? Now, it is important to keep our surroundings, our home, and even our planet clean. In school, don't we have the cleaning day? On October 2nd, Gandhi Jayanti day, don't you all clean the school premises, the school environment, everything is cleaned. Now, the characters in this are the narrator, that is the writer, Paula Thomas, then a boy called Ebenezer Litterberg, and there are children, then one Native American boy, one Native American girl, a speaker, then there are 3 ghosts, ghost of the Earth Day past, ghost of Earth Day present, and ghost of Earth Day future. You have learned in the tenses, present, past, future. Present is what is happening now. Past is what has happened and future is what is going to happen. So 3 ghosts are there. Now act 1. Now the narrator is saying it was the day before Earth Day and all through the town no litter was anywhere, not uptown or down. Litter means rubbish thrown on the roadside. Yes, no litter was anywhere, not uptown or down. Uptown means the part of a town or city where people live, mostly located away from the center of the city. And what is down? Downtown meaning towards or at the center of a city's business area. In that city there was no rubbish to be found. even in the center of the city or in the places away from the city, that is uptown and downtown. Now Ebenezer Litterberg walking along, kicking a can, garbage is hanging out of his pocket. You can see the can, you can see the boy in the picture, Earth Day. Now child 1, hey Ebenezer Litterberg, tomorrow is Earth Day. The whole town has been cleaning for weeks. Pick up your garbage. So you can see he is kicking a can as he is walking along. He has thrown the can on the ground and he is kicking it as he is walking. And one child number 1 is telling, tomorrow is Earth Day, and you know the whole town has been busy cleaning. The people in the town, the children, we are kept busy, we are busy cleaning the place. Pick up your garbage, whatever dirt you make, you should clean that place. Ebenezer, mind your own beeswax. What do we pay street cleaners for? So he is telling, mind your own business, don't be bothered about me. I am not going to clean it. There are cleaners to do, street cleaners. Haven't you seen people sweeping the streets? Yes, there are street cleaners to do that work. Now child 2, looking after the environment is everybody's business, Ebenezer. That is what Earth Day is all about. So the second child is telling him, looking after our environment, it is each one's duty to look after our environment, to keep it clean. And that is what Earth Day is all about. Ebenezer, Earth Day, Earth Day. He doesn't want to hear about it. Both children threw up their hands in frustration and walk off in opposite directions. So both the children, they did not like what Ebenezer replied. They did not like what he said, and they went off on their own. Second, Act 2 now, Ebenezer's bedroom. Narrator, so the narrator is telling, the author is telling, Ebenezer Litterberg lay asleep in his bed. Sorry fellow, there was much to dread. So the narrator is telling, he is lying in his bed and he has got lots to think. Ghost of the Earth Day past. Now carries a leafy tree branch to Ebenezer's bed, leans over and taps his shoulder. Rise and shine, Ebenezer baby. So the ghost of the Earth Day past comes there with a leaf, and he calls Ebenezer, taps him on the shoulder, and tell him to rise and shine. Rise and shine means to wake up. Ebenezer sitting up with a start, rubbing his eyes. Who are you? So the ghost of the Earth Day past is saying, I am the ghost of the Earth Day past. You are making a mess of the earth. You need a lesson. Come. So the ghost of the Earth Day past is telling Ebenezer, you are making dirty everywhere. It is your duty to clean it up, and you need a lesson now. I must teach you a lesson. Come with me. So Ebenezer gets out of bed and follows the ghost to a woodland area. Woodland area means just like a forest area. Ebenezer is telling, where are we? This is awesome, clean and green. This is so beautiful, this place. It is very clean and everything is green because there are so many trees growing there, so many plants growing there, and everything is clean. So what does the ghost of the Earth Day past tell him? We are in America in 1492, and this is how our country looked before wasting and polluting became the ways of the land. The ways of the land means the way the people of a place live. So before, in the year 1492, our place looked like this, very clean and green. Before pollution started, before people started wasting, or before people started polluting the earth. Now a Native American boy and girl walked past and stopped. You can see in the picture the native, one girl and one boy. Native means they were born and brought up in America. A native of India, those who were born in India and brought up in India. Now what do this boy and the girl say? Native American boy, father says we must respect the earth. And what does the girl say? If we treat her well, she will reward us with food and all that is good. Now the boy and the girl exit. They go away. After telling this, the boy says, Fathers told me that we must respect the earth. Only if we love the earth, we will respect it. We will keep it clean, isn't it? And the girl says, if we treat her well, she will reward us with food and all that is good. So if we look after the earth well, the earth will gift us. The earth will give us a gift that is in the form of food and something else. And everything that is good. We will get pure air, oxygen to breathe. Now the ghost of the earth day passed. All things here were pure and clean because the people took care of the earth. We must leave now. So the ghost of the earth day past took him to America in the year 1492 to show him how the place looked before it was polluted. Now the ghost leads Ebenezer back to his bedroom. Ghost of the earth day past, wait for the next ghost. See you around, Ebenezer buddy. Ebenezer waving bye. Ebenezer lays down and the ghost exits. So the ghost of the earth day past took him to see how the place looked before it was polluted. And then he took him back to his bedroom and said, you wait for the next ghost to come. He will teach you something else. With this we stop the lesson, children. We will continue in the next class.